Hey guys, it's Andy Elliott. I'm here today with Gian Gomez. You don't want to miss this full video. During this video, I'm going to show you how we took Gian from making $2,500 a month to $14,000 a month. My man, you want to watch this full video, be ready to be blown away? Check it out. Gian, say hi to everybody real quick. Gian's going to go through some stuff today with us.
What's going on, guys?
How old are you, Gian?
18.
When did you start training with me?
Around 6-7 months ago.
6-7 months ago. Gian, how much money were you making when you started training with me?
Good month, $2,500.
Okay. And again, how old are you?
18.
Okay. And how much have you made so far? What's your best month?
Just around $14,000.
18 years old. Making $2,500 a month. Best month, $14,000. Guys, let me explain this to you. How do you feel? How's your confidence right now?
Well, I mean, just the fact that I know how to overcome every objection that gets thrown my way, I can carry myself confidently to any objection that gets thrown my way.
Guys, I want to tell you this. The purpose of this video today is to let you understand something. This is an 18-year-old. Some of you guys are 30, 40, 50 years old. You have tons of life experience. You guys are capable of learning 100 times faster than this man. He just got out of school. You know who I was when I started? It was real simple. I was right here. I was labeled. You see this man? Okay, I was labeled. Not gonna make it. Okay? Bad grades. Alright? You know what I'm saying? Parents never taught me about money. It wasn't something that we talked about. Nobody taught us to think big in our house. Andy, think big. We think you can do amazing things. No, I didn't have a mom growing up, right? My mom left when I was 2. My dad raised 5 brothers and sisters and me, so it's 6 kids. Dude, we didn't have money. I'm not a victim. I'm telling you the story that I was labeled, and my entire family, I love every one of them, they don't think about giant things. I didn't want that life. I don't want money. I want to be able to say yes to the things that I want in life because I only get one life, right?
Exactly.
Guys, the reason why we want you to make $400,000 a year and become rich is because, number one, you may not be an underdog. That may not be your reason and your fire, but I was an underdog and I want to be able to do things that I want to do in life. This is my life. I feel like I've been given the ability to be healthy. I want to crush it. I know that there's 2 things that I have to have. It's number 1, I have to have talent. Number 2, I have to have skill and hard work with it. Because talent can get crushed by hard work, right?
Yep.
If you don't have hard work. But hard work, I will tell you this, matched with talent is the unfair advantage and is deadly. So with that being said, you've been labeled. Maybe the car business was your last resort. Maybe this is you right here. And your last resort was like, hey man, I didn't make it my last deal. My buddy sells cars. I'm going to try it out. Okay? Maybe you're fresh out of high school like Gian. Gian, you didn't go to college, right?
No, sir.
But how much self-investing do you do and how much training do you do a day?
More than someone that goes to college.
Yeah. And you know what? Guys, think about it, man. He doesn't need a piece of paper or a degree. And I'm not telling you that if you've gone to college and you want to go to college, I love it. But here's my point. You don't have to. I'm going to tell you what you have to do, the must-haves. You're fresh out of high school. Maybe you're retired, right? And you had a factory job early and you're going back and you're selling again. Maybe you got out of the military. Man, I love military people. Why? Because they're disciplined. Man, maybe you got out of the military. Now you're getting into the automotive industry. Dude, this business is amazing for you. But guess what? Many of us are led to the slaughterhouse. You know what the slaughterhouse is? It's we get the job. We get the sales job. We go to the dealership. The only training that we get is from the people that are around us. And we hear all these stories about these really successful people. I'm sick of this guy on YouTube telling me he made 700 grand selling cars. Bull crap. Man, the fact that you said that, you'll always be poor. People that are wealthy, people that are rich and that make money, they don't talk that way. That's the first rule. We don't say can't. We don't say impossible. We say we're going to figure it out. We're going to tackle it, we're going to get it done. And by the way, all these people, you lost your job, maybe you were in the restaurant business or you're a bartender. These people are the next millionaires. I will share this with you. You follow me. You stay with me. You don't listen to the naysayers around you that tell you, hey, you know what, man? Training's for the birds, man. You stick around here. Are you kidding me? Think about anybody and everybody successful in life. They are spending massive hours each day investing in themselves, looking at themselves as an investment, right? And that's why I have this young man standing right here, because he's 18. And by the way, my goal in life is to train with every single person in person. I want to meet you. I want to know who you are. I want to help you to the next level. But look, there's 2 ways you can contact me. And by the way, if you know somebody that needs to hear this video, or somebody that hasn't believed in training, you're like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to slow down and listen to this guy for a second, right? Check this out. Number 1, share the video, like it, subscribe, right? It all started with you, Gian, right? In Florida, liking and subscribing to a video. And I said the same thing that I said to him right now. I said, hey, send me a text, 918-210-0254. And this man right here texted me. And he's making $2,500 a month in a dealership, and I knew when he called, right, exactly where he was, even before he told me. He had people around him that were telling him training's stupid. Am I right?
No.
I just have to tell this quick 10-second story because it's comical. The first day he reaches out to me, he says, Andy, you know, I want to go to the next level. I just don't know where to start. And anyways, we took it from there. And here we are together. Gian doesn't work for me. Gian works in an automotive store, but Gian pays to come by and do training. I'm talking to Gian. Gian says, Andy, there's a guy that was really against me going and training with you. Like, one of his good friends, like, tore him down. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're an idiot, man. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. And guess what happened? We just sold that guy a Master Closer seminar seat 2 days ago. I want to tell you something. They don't need to buy in, and you don't need to tell them to follow us. Share the information and take care of yourself, please. Don't drown yourself, okay, by trying to save someone else. Do you know what happens most of the time? We try to go save someone, and when somebody's drowning, they're panicking, right?
Yep.
So we jump in the water and try to save them. You know what they do? They push us down and drown us and save themselves. Don't do it. Audit your circle, okay? But I want to share with you. Gian shared with his buddy, hey, this guy's doing my training. I'm going to train with him. I'm going to the top. 6 months later, he's been through what, 2 Master Closer seminars?
Yes, sir.
And are you booked up for the rest of the year?
Yes, sir.
What? What? At 18 years old? I met his mom and his dad. Great people. Okay? And as I'm sitting down, and obviously your father was with you. I'm sitting down with your mom, right? Me and your mom are sitting here. They're eating dinner at my house with his mom. Okay? And his mom starts crying. Am I right? And she said, I'm doing what? I'm giving you my baby boy. And I want to tell you something, man. I take it personal. With this guy, with all of you, trusting me to help mentor you, coach you, and train you to the next level. I want to share something. In the automotive industry, we don't have someone to teach us. Do you guys know how fast I would have succeeded and made it had I had someone like me when I was younger? We didn't have that. Okay? We had some Zig Ziglar and Joe Verdi, which was great when we were kids. They didn't teach us to close and negotiate and overcome objections. They taught us the basics of selling, which I'm grateful for. It's my foundation of getting into the automotive industry. That was my training as a kid with Tom Hopkins. You got Grant Cardone today. He teaches about motivation and fire, but his closes are 15 years old. You try to pull one of his tactics on the table, your people are going to run out on you. Listen, I was at the 10X Growth Conference, right? And I went because I like a lot of the things that Grant Cardone promotes, not the airplanes, the flashy stuff. I don't love the way he teaches in the internet like automotive industry, but I like the fire he says, like, you know, how hard is this? It's 10X, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we're all trying to do, is 10X our business, right? But with that concept, he brings energy and fire and motivation, and so do I. So as a kid, I always looked up and I said, hey man, I want to go to this 10X Growth Conference. I go to it, I love it. My money was worth it. I recommend everybody going. But here's what I'll tell you. The first thing he says is, I hate people in the car business. I hate it. I hate the automotive business. He said, because they don't want to spend any money on training. And he goes, that's why I moved to investments and real estate and stuff like that, because car dealers don't want to invest. And I think he's wrong. I think he's wrong. I think you do want to invest. But I think the product hadn't been good enough to pay for it. That's what I think. When people want something more than they want the money they have in their pocket, they'll spend it. That's the end of it. And I want to tell you this, if you find the right leader, the right vision gets created. And that's what I did with this man. I told him, hey, you don't know where you're going, but I know exactly where you're going. Because I was freaking lost. Because I didn't know where I was going. Because I didn't know what the next step was. And you know what happened? Nobody was there to tell me. So I had to learn from all the other salespeople that were around me, and some manager that was just making his draw and wasn't making a washout telling me that, man, dude, this life's a grind, bro. Get ready to work your life away. That's what we do. Hey, I am a grinder. But you know what? My time is worth money. Okay? When I go to work, I trade my time for money. And I'm not going to be like you. Okay? I'm not just in this and along for the ride and I'm going to get taken through. No, there's 60 minutes in an hour. I want somebody to tell me how I need to work 60 minutes in that hour. Teach me how to market. By the way, Gian is great at marketing. Okay? He markets for himself on zero expense. He trains himself on closing, negotiations, overcoming objections, word tracks, confidence, guys. Everything. Everything that all of us have to work on. What I still work on every single day of my life. And by the way, I'm not perfect, but I'm going to tell you this. My vow is to get better every single day for you. Period. Why? Because my goal is to create 100,000 salespeople. At the beginning of this year, you want to talk about how my thinking has changed? At the beginning of this year, I said, you know what? I want 100 salespeople, all making 400,000. And now I'm like, I want 100,000 salespeople, all making 400,000. Do you know why? Because now we currently train over 50,000 salespeople across the country. And I'm watching more people today that were just like this man right here, that were making 5,000, 3,000, 10,000 a month. And now we're making 20,000 and they're just beginning their journey. So if you find yourself being labeled, this was your last resort, fresh out of high school, college, maybe you hated school, right? Okay? You're retired, you're in the military, you lost your job, this was your way out. Okay? Restaurant, bartender, I got you. You join me, I'm going to tell you this, I will change your life. But what's your call to action? What do you need to do? Number one, you need to text me, 918-210-0254. Just say, Andy, what's next? That's it. I'm cool. We can go from there. Hey, my name's Andy. What's next? That's all I need, right? Just like this man started, okay? And by the way, I have an example. Andy Elliott Car Sales Nation. On Facebook. Everybody's on Facebook. Go to Facebook, type in Andy Elliott Car Sales Nation. Join our Facebook group. It is insane. We are full of fire. But you have to text me because I want to get to know you. I have this here. You're like, Andy, what is this? What the hell is this? I'm going to tell you what this is. This is the life in the car business. I'm going to give you the best analogy of what the car business is. So, if I want to take your money and you're a paying client and you say, hey Andy, I want you to run $1,000 and I'll pay for your product. I say, okay, cool. I say, what's your name? And I spell it. Okay? I ask for your credit card, your expiration date, and your 3-digit code. What happens if I get the 3-digit code right, the expiration right, your name right, but I'm off one number and instead of a 4, I replace it with an 8? Does the money go through? No. That's the car business. I want to tell you this. The road to making $400,000 a year, the road to making 400, we think like it's this crazy thing when it's not. It's one digit off. One freaking digit. And guess what happens, Gian? You take this 8 right here and you put the right number 4 in it, and a guy who's been making $80,000 goes to making $380,000 right away. And you say, yeah, Andy, that's bullshit now. I don't believe that. No, you're wrong. Because I'm going to tell you this. Great salespeople can close at 75% closing ratio. No, Andy, that's bullcrap. No, it's not. No, it's not. The average customer visits an average of 1 dealer before he buys. Which means 3 years ago they visited 3 dealers. Now it's 1. If our customers have visited 1 dealer, you can't close at 75% if you're great. Hell yeah, you can. Your customers' buying habits have changed. Your closing habits have to change. See, our customers are changing and you're still stuck back in the past. Car Sales Nation closes at 75%. And if they can't, I'll teach them how. And if it doesn't happen in a month, I'll stick with you for 5 years. I don't care. As long as it takes you to learn, I will sit next to you. And by the way, moving on, check this out. How many customers does an average salesperson get a day? Just ballpark.
3.
3? Now let's just go with 3. 3. How many days do they work in a month?
24.
Okay.
On average.
Okay, let's say they work 24 and they're working every day. 3 times 24, we're just going to do rough math, that's 75 customers, all right? 75% closing ratio on 75 customers is how much?
50,
okay.
60, I don't know.
Now let's say 60, because it's about 60. 60 customers, what's the average commission per deal?
$400.
Okay, what's 60 times 400? Listen, if you can get 3 customers a day and you can close at 75% closing ratio, on the days that you work at $400 a copy, you just made yourself $24,000. What's $24,000 times 12 months in a year? $300,000. You know what? This guy right here, this $80,000 employee, I know for sure he can turn into a $300,000 employee just by changing his closing. So what would I recommend to every single one of you? Shoot me a text message. That's it. What's your call to action? Your call to action is do exactly what this man said right here. Where's that book at you have? Go grab that book real quick. I want you to read something. Listen, before we end this video, I'm going to say something to you, okay? You're important to me. You're freaking everything to me, man. You're what I live for. I love my family. I love my kids. They are my immediate family. But you guys are my immediate family. Can you see the passion on my freaking face? You think I do this because I want to make money? Dude, I don't need money. You know what I need? I need to create 1,000 salespeople in the country making $400,000. I need you to change your life and go tell everybody in the world, come on over here, Gian, that didn't believe, I got you, bro. I got you. And suffocate them with success. Okay? I got something I want you to read before we finish this. And if I had a Car Sales Nation anthem, if there was like an anthem, if we ever create a flag, me and Gian are looking at this book here. What is it? It's called The Best Salesman in the World, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Read him the quote. I want you to listen to this. Read it to him, Gian. And read it loud. Speak up.
I will persist until I succeed. I was not delivered into this world into defeat, nor does failure curse through my veins. I am not a sheep waiting to be slaughtered. I am a lion, and I refuse to talk, to walk, to sleep with the sheep.
Read that again, that last sentence.
I am a lion, and I refuse to talk, to walk, to sleep with the sheep.
Come up here. Read it again. Read it again and read it loud. I mean, I want you to listen to this. And look, and he's smiling, right? Because he's like, gosh dang it, Andy. Why the hell am I on camera? Let me tell you this. This is the way we live. This is a choice. You're 1 digit off on the credit card from making $300,000 a year. Okay, you guys understand. You're this close. Read it one last time.
I am a lion, and I refuse to talk, to walk, to sleep with the sheep.
That's it. Sheep. Lion. The 1%ers are the lions. The other 99% are the sheep. Make the choice. Do you have the right coaching? Do you have the right leadership? Do you have the right people around you to be successful and go where you want to go in life? I don't care who else believes in you. Do you believe in you? And if you do, you text me right here, 918-210-0254, and the rest is history. Guys, I love you to death. Hey guys, what's up? It's Andy Elliott. Obviously, I'm back. You just watched the full video. Number one, I appreciate you guys. Guys, like the video, subscribe, make sure you share it with a friend who needs it. And remember, don't hesitate to reach out. Text me, 918-210-0254. I got your back. I'm grateful for you guys. I appreciate you. And like always, make sure you set your alerts so you get the daily training video. See you soon.